We had cases that had bottom tilted fan mounting options, the side as well, but never in a same case. This is GameMax NEX C56 in black version, and it comes equipped with 7 fans already pre-connected. The interesting thing is they all work with one addressable RGB header and one PWM header, and you can regulate them through the motherboard for the addressable RGB and through the BIOS regarding the RPMs. So this is actually quite cool because getting 7 fans in a proper orientation. These bottom ones are reversed as well as the side ones, and this one is an exhaust. The only shame is that the rear one isn't 140 because you can accommodate 140 at the back. Now, taking that into consideration, the only thing that you need in this case is either an air cooler, if you decide to go with one, or a 360 that will populate the entire top. Now, since I'm talking about cooling, right here we have the Hailstorm 360, but I swapped the fans that come originally with the Hailstorm with the ones that are in the case to make it look unificial with the fan design. And it looks, I do have to admit, it looks quite nice. Now, regarding this case, we have anti-sag bracket, we have equipped with 7 fans, which I already mentioned. We have 2 hard drive bays that you can either use for hard drives or just chucking the cables as I did in this scenario. And the tilted bottom part is actually quite nice because it intakes the air for the GPU, and still you can have additional airflow going towards the top as an intake for the AAO, but then again you have those tilted on the side which also send air towards the GPU, AAO and everything all together, keeping it nice and fresh inside the case. Now, regarding the panels, you have 2 thumb screws on the side tempered glass. The front tempered glass is actually on pegs. The top panel is on 2 thumb screws, and we have the rear side steel panel, which is also on 2 thumb screws. Regarding the coverage with dust filters for the intake and exhaust, you have a dust filter at the top. You have 2 dust filters at the back, one covering the side intake and one covering the power supply, and you have dust filters here at the bottom. So basically, and taking into consideration lately cases that I had, this is the only case that actually has all parts covered with a dust filter. For some of you guys, and I noticed in the comments, this might be a good thing, which is definitely a cool way to, an easier way to clean, without a doubt. Regarding the cable management, and since I mentioned the 7 fans, they're all daisy chained. Right, coming from the box, they are all daisy chained, but the cables are somewhat visible, and there is an option to reroute the cables a bit, just giving you that tidy visual aspect when looking inside the case. Going forward, we have the anti-sag bracket for the GPU, which is adjusted at the back with, you have to use your screwdriver to untie the screw and level up the anti-sag bracket towards the GPU, giving you a possibility to have a nice straight GPU fitment, which is great. At the back you have loads of space, and this case actually doesn't support back connect, which is a shame because this case in general has loads of opportunities, let's put it this way. But regardless of that, you do have loads of space at the back. Since it has a power supply placed vertically, you have around 8 centimeters of clearance at the back in the middle between the side fans and the power supply, giving you a quite easy and nice cable management. Now for the support, it supports ATX, Micro ATX and ITX motherboards. We have SPCC, which is 0.6 millimeters of thickness, and that is a bit bendable at some point. For the storage, we have 2 3.5-inch hard drives and 2 2.5-inch SSDs. For the I/O panel, we have 2 USB 3.2 Generation 1 Type A, 1 USB 3.2 Generation 2 Type C, and 1 combo audio jack with 1 power button. For the fan support, top you can go with 3 120 or 2 140, rear 1 120 or 1 140. You already have pre-installed NEX 120A, and for the bottom and side you have NEX F120RA. Bottom part can support 3 120, and the side can support also 3 120. For the radiator support at the top, you can go with 120, 140, 240, 280 or 360. Rear 120, bottom 120, 240, 360, and the side also the same thing, 120, 240, 360. So basically, what you get with this case is quite nice amount of radiator support, because you can place 360 bottom, top, side, depends what you're doing, because let's be honest, if you're going with an AIO, you have 2 options, side or top. If you're going with a custom loop, you can go with any of the three options. The dimensions are 446, 300, 445. Maximum GPU support is up to 425. It supports also vertical GPU mount, because at the back with the expansion slots, what you can do is remove 4 screws here at the back and just rotate it. The only thing that you basically need is the riser cable. So there is an option, you just need to add a riser cable to have the GPU mounted vertically. Then we move forward, CPU cooler height is up to 182 and the power supply maximum length is 220. I did make a slight mistake, so the cable management isn't up to 8 centimeters, it's up to 9.5 centimeters, so basically it gives you even more space. What I wanted to say about this case, it's the bottom part is plastic, the legs, so you do need to take that into consideration, because it's not some thicker plastic, which you do need to, consider while building, and potentially it's not going to break. But just to give you an idea, the full metal chassis and the whole build is based on plastic legs that aren't that thick as usual. And then we have a 0.6 millimeter SPCC steel, which basically isn't your premium grade. But then again, the price goes into that favor because it goes into the nice budget category with 7 fans already pre-equipped, pre-installed and pre-connected. You just need to connect for all 7 fans, 1 cable for RGB and 1 cable for PWM. So in that sense, that's really good. And you can really manage quite a nice build in general. So taking everything into consideration, this build is basically the NEX C56 BK. Then we have the Hellstorm 360, and finally we have their GZ series power supply, which is a 1000 watt 80 plus gold power supply. Now, with all the information that you have right now, I think it's time to go with benchmarks to give you some idea how everything performs all together. We're using AMD Ryzen 9 7900 X3D in the NEX C56 with Hellstorm 360. I did a 64 system stability test with CPU that goes up to 83 degrees with the clock speed at 4750 megahertz. This is quite normal, I would say, an average, which is quite solid in general when we take the price into consideration. And the GPU is 63, which isn't bad at all. This goes into the average segment as well. Cinebench 10 runs on average. We have thermals at 77.2 on the CPU, which also quite nicely goes into that mid-range category of all the AIOs that I tested in the cases, with the clock speed at 4973. This goes a bit lower, but I wouldn't trouble myself too much because the score is 26,471, which is definitely a bit above average. And in that sense, when you take into consideration the price performance, it's quite solid. I would say just quite solid, and that's quite nice. When you take now the whole build into consideration and checking out what you get with the chassis, you get 7 fans pre-installed, which you can nicely lower down the RPMs when it's in idle. So I think they're now running at 500 RPMs. And then basically the only thing that you need apart from the main components is the cooling solution for your CPU, because the case is already pre-equipped. I would say that's a quite solid deal in terms of going something for a budget range case that has this, let's call it a panoramic view, front tempered glass, side tempered glass, almost easily accessible with those thumb screws. But in general, that's a quite solid catch if you're just aiming to grab a case that already has fans pre-installed and a quite nice amount of cable management options and space at the back, with nice storage solutions as well. So guys, yeah, this was GameMax NEX C56 in black and with a couple more GameMax products. If you're curious about more details about it, and if I might have skipped something, do let me know in the comments. And also, while you're there, you can check out the link for all 3 products if you want to pair it up and do something like I did right here. You have the name of the fans, so potentially if they are sold separately, I will link them as well if you want to go with something like this, what I did. That's it for today. Let me know if this double incline of 12 degrees for the bottom and the side is something that would give your current case a better airflow. And that'll be all for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, click the notification bell. I'll see you quite shortly in a new one. Bye bye.